I know what you're thinking. There's someone in your life that you've had your eye on, and you're thinking to yourself, do I ask them out? I am going to make this simple for you, okay? 2 options, yes, no. But just quickly, to make it clear, if your idea of asking them out is walking up to them and going, hey, so do you like coming often? And she goes to the same fucking school as you, I mean, you may as well not even have asked her out, you know what I mean? And when it comes to asking them out, it might be helpful to have an estimate of your chances of them saying yes. For example, if you've overheard in conversation her describing the type of guy she likes as tall, smart, funny men, and you said to yourself, oh my god, that's me. I'm a man. Yo, did you not hear any of the adjectives that she used? Okay, your chances might not be that high if in this case you're not tall, smart, or funny. Oh yeah, there is one last thing to consider. There is a possibility where your crush takes the initiative and asks you out instead. Possibility being the key word here, okay? Let's not ignore that. But let's be honest here, there is not a particularly high chance of that happening. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here watching this video about whether or not you should ask them out. Anyway, that's enough of that. Option 1. Imagine for a second that the person you have a crush on is named Jenny, and you decide not to ask Jenny out. Instead, you choose to bottle up your feelings and stuff it deep down within you. 2 years later, right? You're dating some other girl, you get into your first argument, she's all like, well, why didn't you order your own food? Why do you always say you don't want anything when we order, but then you take some of mine? And a thought, which you shouldn't think, enters your mind. You think to yourself, I bet Jenny wouldn't have been mad about that. I bet Jenny would have given me a bite of that vegan onion burger. Like I said, you cannot help it, you know? You shouldn't have thought it, but you did. 5 years later, you're laying in bed, about to fall asleep, and your wife climbs into bed with you. Wait, honey, did you take out the garbage? It's garbage night. Yo, why didn't she take it out before she got into bed? I bet Jenny would have taken it out before she got into bed. Again, shouldn't have thought it. I'm not saying you should have. I'm just saying that you do. 20 years later, you wake up in a cold sweat, you can't fall back to sleep, so you start to think about your life. At this point, you got a wife and kids. I think maybe in this economy, you never know. You think about how you got here. Shitty job, no money, no time, unhappy marriage, you got 2 kids but only love 1. Again, can't help it. You think to yourself, ah man, what if I had asked Jenny out? You wonder if she's happy. You wonder what your life could have been if you could do it all over again. That's what might happen if you choose not to ask them out. The other option, obviously, is to ask them out. So now you spend days and weeks building up the confidence to finally walk up to them and say, hey, so do you want to go on a date sometime? They say, ew, no. You move on. What can I say? Some things were just not meant to be.